Tillman catches it at the 6-yard line. Gets away from the white jerseys. Down the sideline to the 30. Yes! Welcome to UND Sports Extra. I'm your host, Dan Hammer. On tonight's show, the North Dakota football team closes out the 2014 season in winning fashion, routing Northern Colorado. Head coach Bubba Schweigert joins us momentarily. We'll watch the highlights, we'll recap the season, and also look ahead as he and his staff will soon hit the recruiting trail. Also coming up on tonight's show, we'll check in with the UND women's basketball team. A strong week as it competed at home and then went on the road in the WNIT preseason consolation bracket. We'll also have men's basketball highlights and also check in with the UND women's hockey team. Our leadoff man, head football coach Bubba Schweigert. He and his staff have just completed their first season on the game field. A lot of work yet in front of them before they close out the calendar year, but a convincing win at Northern Colorado, Bubba, last Saturday. Was it the most complete game of the year for your football team?
Well, I think it was. If we want to take a look at how we want to play football, that was it. Offensively, we ran the football. We were able to mix in the pass and score early. Defensively, defended the run very well and played well on special teams, and therefore got out to a 17-0 lead at halftime, and were able to carry on some momentum into the second half to finish out the game.
What's the momentum for winning your last two games at the end of the year, and what does it mean going into the offseason?
Well, I think it gives our guys a good feeling. I know, we talk about it all the time. The scoreboard shouldn't determine how we play, but it sure determines how you feel.
Sure.
And our guys see some results, some positive results from the hard work they put in, and become believers of how we want to go about things, and that this plan can work if we stick to it.
Little equity within the players when you start winning a few games late.
Yeah, no question. Was very proud of the guys. Tough week of preparation last week. It was cold and windy, and we challenged our team to be tough in November, and our guys were tough in November by winning the last two.
Okay, Bubba, when we come back, we'll take a look at first half highlights. It was a strong first half. You play well offensively, forced a lot of turnovers. We'll take a look at those highlights next.
UND Sports Extra on Midco Sports Network is presented by the University of North Dakota.
Welcome back. Visiting with football coach Bubba Schweigert, recapping North Dakota's win over Northern Colorado last Saturday. Bubba, let's take a look at first half highlights here from Greeley, and a very good opening possession here for your football team. What was the mindset offensively coming into the game?
Well, as always, we want to establish the run, and we got off to a good start. I thought our guys played physical up front, and we moved them around a bit, and they're a big physical defensive front. And then we were able to mix in the pass and get Keaton off to a good start here. You see Zach making a good catch for 27 yards, and really moving the football efficiently early in the game.
8-play drive, 6 rushing plays, a couple of passing plays, very efficient drive for you.
It was. Like I say, the guys were ready to go. I think, when we can run the football effectively and then you open it up for play-action pass, here you see us throw a touchdown to Josh Seibel, first time for him getting in the end zone.
7-0 after that 8-play, 70-yard drive. How about your defensive line and its play in this game Saturday, Bubba?
Yeah, dominant play. We've been pretty solid all year, able to stop the run and keep the explosive run plays down, and then we can get after the passer. But it was obvious early in the game that we could stop the run, and we did that for most of the day.
I thought Spencer Cummings had perhaps his best game of the year.
Yeah, very physical. Here you see a good push, and we had to move him to nose after the injuries and things that happened on our team. He was an end his whole career, and this year played a lot of nose guard for us toward the end.
Yeah, so you forced the fumble, Brandon Dranka recovers, and you turn that turnover there into points. Jared Garman, his longest run of the day, 19 yards. That was a beauty.
Yeah, very nice. And this is what you got to do. You got to turn turnovers into points. And, it was a good team effort. All three phases of the game working together to establish some momentum.
Garman early in his career was not good after taking contact. He showed late in the season that he was good getting yards after contact.
He's real tough. Here you see his touchdown run that he bounces, very good run. There's just nothing there. It was all running back. And, he ran inside, took some shots, and just came back in the huddle and was ready to go next time.
14-0 lead on the road, and you're going to build off it with another pick here. You got all the momentum going here, don't you?
Yeah, good pressure again. Deion Harris, young guy we've been rotating in. He played a lot more the last 3 weeks and able to pick one off here, and here we go again with good field position.
How about Reed Taubenheim and the confidence that the freshman gained late in the season, Bubba?
Very good, and I think, the game-winning kick sure helps him, but, he's 11 for 12 in his last kicks, and the one that he missed was hit well, so we've got a good weapon there.
That's his career best, 47 yards, 17-0. Your rushing defense ends up number 1 in the Big Sky this year.
Well, and that's according to plan. That's what we want to do. The way we want to play, we got to be able to stop the run. And I know our league throws the football, but they're very good at running the football because of that too. And we got to be able to limit those rushing yards.
Northern Colorado didn't hit many plays today. They get the benefit of a near pick by Taj Rich. They get the completion there, but your defense stood tall here at the end of the half. And Brian Labatt, who was had a heck of a season, a breakout season for Labatt, I think.
Yeah, big plays, tackle for loss, and you see our guys getting sacks there, but it's all set up by stopping the run.
17-0 at the half. Heck of a way to start a road game.
Yeah, and we get out of the half. We made one mistake, turned it over, and our defense was able to hold. I thought that was big for our momentum.
And we're back to look at second half highlights here from the players and recap the season next year on UND Sports Extra.
UND Sports Extra on Midco Sports Network is presented by the University of North Dakota.
Welcome back. North Dakota led Northern Colorado 17-0 at the half. Bubba, let's take a look at second half highlights. And your defense would set the tone here early in the third quarter.
Yeah, we knew they were going to get the football. It was their choice, and we had to get that 3 and out, but we got better. We got a turnover here and put us in scoring position again.
Yeah, that led to another field goal from Reed Taubenheim. Second straight week that he's the Root Big Sky Special Teams Player of the Week. Another 47-yarder here.
Yeah, very solid. Obviously we want to get in the end zone there, but when you can score points and your kicker's a weapon, that sure helps you keep momentum.
You didn't give up many big plays. They hit you for one here, but you didn't give up many big plays on this day.
No, we didn't. This is disappointing. This has been our Achilles heel down the stretch in the season. Just did not defend the screen very well, and this will be a point that we need to address here in the winter season, spring season. We got to defend that type of play better.
Next possession, it wouldn't be a scoring possession, but you still held the ball for more than 4 minutes and you ran the ball. How key was this?
Very key. Establish field position again and keep our defense off the field, keep them fresh, and wore down their defense. Here you see Jared just making a number of nice cuts in the inside there and moving the chains.
You reached midfield, and then Studrud is sacked on 3rd and 11. But again, your defense comes to bat here and forces its 3rd turnover of the quarter.
Yeah, the guys really got after the football there, and it's a team game. We get pressure. The quarterback can't step into his throw, and Dom able to make the pick.
Yeah, his first career interception. Dom Blackman, and a heck of a run after the interception. 31-yard return. That sets up Jared Garman, and this is a fine piece of work right here by Jared Garman.
Right here again. We talk about this, all running back again, just nothing there, and bounces it outside and gets the edge, and determined to get in the end zone, gets the ball across the end line.
What great effort by Jared Garman, who had a heck of a 5-game run here to end the season. 27-7, tackles for loss. What an improvement this year that you've made to this defense in this category, Bubba.
Well, I think it's all about getting into an attack mentality. We don't even like the word defense. We want to attack the offense, and that's really what you need to do to play great defense.
Garrett Reinecke forced a couple of fumbles on the day. Another one there. Keaton Studrud on the day attempted just 12 passes, completed 5, and this is going to be one of them coming up here to Dustin Iverson that led to another field goal.
Yeah, really well executed play here. Nice catch by Dustin. Good weapon, big guy that's got some good hands, and we just got to become more efficient at the pass game, but we saw some really good signs on Saturday afternoon.
Bubba, you set the tone when you first took the job that defense was going to be a big part of this program. Do you see the buy-in now from the players? Are they having fun playing defense and making plays?
Well, I think so. For the most part this year, we were able to create turnovers, get tackles for loss. It's an exciting defense to be a part of. We move guys a lot, and we have certain type of characteristics and skill sets that we look to recruit to, and it should be a good future for the defense here at North Dakota.
33-14 the final. Jer Garmin 164 yards on the day. Josh Seibel catches the touchdown pass. Hobenheim, another outstanding game. You force 6 turnovers, and it's a heck of a way to end the season, say your players.
It's crazy that the season's over and that 5 years have come and gone. You know, it was my last game, but I really couldn't ask for go out any other way. It was great. Everybody contributed. The defense played their heart out. Offense moved the ball. It was awesome.
It was awesome. It seemed like every time we'd go on the bench or every other time we'd go on the bench, we'd pop back up in about 2-3 plays. It was fun. Usually we're the ones turning it over, and we played sharp football, and our defense played pretty well, and that's all we can ask for.
It's a bummer that the season's over, but it's good to end on a win like that. It was a good team win. We played hard, everyone played hard, and did what they were supposed to, and showed out there today.
Bubba, you didn't go through the season without some trials, and to hear a player say that's too bad the season's over, that's got to mean something.
Yeah, I think, we had our ups and downs in the season and some real challenges, and this was not surprising to us. We felt there'd be some bumps in the road, and, we hit a tough stretch there where we felt we just weren't playing as well as we should have, and to our guys' credit, they really recovered from that low spot in the season. I thought put together really 2 good weeks back-to-back.
Mm-hmm. You said you don't like to call it defense. You like to call it attacking the opposition's offense. Take a look at your numbers this year in totality compared to what this defense did a year ago and where you ranked nationally. And it is amazing, Bubba. A rushing defense, 102 yards per game, nationally ranked 5th compared to 188 a year ago. Tackles for loss, 48 a year ago, 111 this year. Sacks, more than 2 times, and turnovers faced. That's a remarkable turnaround.
Yeah, we always give the credit where it's due, and that's to the players and the defensive coaching staff, just creating that mentality, and it's things we practice. So it's great to see some results, and we still just feel like we have a long way to go yet. We're kind of scratching the surface right now, but this is the way we want to play football.
Well, your players echo that. They know that the program took some steps forward this year, but they're excited about the direction moving forward.
This program's going to be a top-tier program in the Big Sky here within the next couple years. So I know Coach Schweigert's doing the right things, and his coaching staff, and they're going to get recruiting, and I know this place is going to be a top-tier team.
We feel really great. Like last 2 wins, we feel like we kind of got on a roll here at the end of the season, so hopefully that carries over. And the new staff has done so much good already that I can only imagine where it's going to go next year. 5
wins is way better than 3, and this coaching staff is doing a great job, and they're just helping us out a lot, and they're just good coaches, and we're going to be in the right direction, definitely.
Well, it's recruiting season. You're back on the road beginning this coming Sunday. What do you need to bring in here when you take a look at either high school players or junior college players to give you some more immediate help?
Well, we feel like we have some real needs that we need to address. Offensively, we had 2 senior running backs that finished the season, and we're going to need to bring in some impact players there. Receiving core was depleted by injury and now graduation, so we need to pick it up there. We always need quality offensive linemen in our program. Defensively, we got to get better in the secondary. So those are priorities, and we're going to address those needs, and it's a very critical time for the future of our program. These next 8 to 10 weeks are very critical.
Without putting a number on it, this will be a big recruiting class.
Yeah, it sure will be. We have a lot of spots open, and we're going to have some scholarships to offer, so it's going to be another big class.
Did you have fun this season?
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of hard work, but I thought it was fun. I really give credit to our seniors. Transition is tough, and they hung in there and really did a nice job of leading our team.
Okay, Bubba, thanks for your time today. Good luck on the recruiting trail. We'll keep our fans updated here on UND Sports Extra during the recruiting season. We're back with more next year on UND Sports Extra.
UND Sports Extra on Midco Sports Network is presented by the University of North Dakota.
Welcome back. Let's talk some basketball and women's hockey. The UND men's basketball team split a pair of games this past week. Last Friday night, the destination was Brookings and Frost Arena, an always difficult venue for any road team coming into Brookings, and yet North Dakota played a very strong first half. Terrell DeRuin finding Jerron Nash for the flush. UND scored a lot of points in the paint in the first half, including Chad Calcaterra. He finished with 13 on the night. North Dakota shot 65% in the first half, and they D'd it up as well. Watch North Dakota force the turnover here as Eston Tyler gets a hand in the pass. He feeds ahead to Quentin Hooker, and DeRuin finishes as North Dakota built a double-digit first-half lead. Nash led North Dakota scores with 18, and when he hits this basket, UND's lead was 17 in Brookings. They led by 15 at the half. In the second half, North Dakota extends its lead as Eston Tyler making his UND debut with a beauty on the baseline. He scored 17 points in 23 minutes. UND led by 10 with 5 minutes to play, but here come the Jackrabbits. Cody Larson inside and one. He finished with 15. South Dakota State took its first lead with 1:20 to play, but then Josiah Coleman ties the game, driving to the hoop. It was 71-71, setting up the final 9 seconds of the game. And South Dakota State in possession. Jake Biddle gets around Hooker, slices between two defenders, hits the basket and one, and that three-point play propels South Dakota State to a come-from-behind 74-72 win. North Dakota opened the season last week defeating Mayville State 76-39. It's been a busy week for the North Dakota women's basketball team, including its home opener against Milwaukee last week. And Milwaukee was reining in the three-pointers in the first half. Jaleesa Armstrong went on a personal 12-0 run with 4 three-pointers in the first half. Then Ashley Green, who scored 17 in the first half, tees up a three. 5 different Milwaukee players made threes in the half. Milwaukee, an unbelievable 13 of 15 from three-point land and led 50-32 at the half. But the second half was a different story, led by Leah Zabler right there and Maya Lloyd. Lloyd going to work inside, getting to the paint. Then with 6:08 left in the game, Lloyd gets UND within 4. She scored 18 of her 20 points in the second half, and North Dakota at this point was building momentum. But UND still had to work its way back, and finally it took its first lead late in the game thanks to true freshman Bailey Strand out of Fergus Falls, Minnesota. 13 off the bench. The lefty cans the three here, and then Zabla, the outstanding sophomore point guard, hit back-to-back baskets, both driving to the bucket. UND rallies back from that 18-point first-half deficit to win 83-76. Then UND went on the road for 2 games in the preseason WNIT consolation bracket, defeating St. Francis 70-63, and then finishing off their weekend with a 54-52 win over Towson. It was a record-breaking season for the North Dakota volleyball team, 26 wins, an all-time single-season record. Yet UND saw its season end in the semifinals of the Big Sky Conference tournament. North Dakota beat Montana 3-0 to advance to the semifinals before losing to Northern Colorado 3-0 in the semis. A number of North Dakota players were honored by the Big Sky Conference. Nikki Husfeldt was named to the Big Sky All-Conference first team, along with Lexi Robinson. 2 other individual players won individual awards from the Big Sky. Faith Dooley was named Freshman of the Year, and Mackenzie Hart was named Libero of the Year. Well, Dooley made an immediate impact coming to North Dakota out of Central Cass High School. She led the Big Sky in blocks, and her 170 blocks set a UND single-season record. She was also 7th in hitting percentage in the Big Sky. Mackenzie Hart won the starting job at her position at the beginning of fall camp, and what a move it was. She was 2nd in the Big Sky in digs. She set a single season record with 593 digs. She's over 1,000 now on her career. And Husfeldt, what a season she had, what a career. She exits UND with more than 5,000 assists. She had 1,240 this season, including a single match high 57 against Idaho. Lexi Robinson, You talk double-doubles, you talk Lexi Robinson. She led North Dakota with 15 double-doubles on the season and 343 kills on the season, leading UND in that category. The North Dakota women's hockey team last weekend against Ohio State. This is Saturday's game. North Dakota trailing 2-1 entering the third. Shannon Kaiser's first goal of the season ties the game early in the third. Just 49 seconds later, North Dakota comes 2-on-1. Amy Mankey rips it past Buckeye goaltender Stacy Danzig. North Dakota leads it 3-2. Still in the third, Mankey is going to come up with a good defensive play here with the steal, and she'll set up Becca Kohler, who's on the back door. Kohler's first goal in 5 games. North Dakota defeated Ohio State 4-3, and North Dakota will return home this weekend hosting St. Cloud State in a pair of games Friday and Saturday at the Ralph. We're back with more after this.
UND Sports Extra on Midco Sports Network is presented by the University of North Dakota.
Coming up this weekend, live on Midco Sports Network, it's a North Dakota hockey triple header. The men's hockey team continues play within the meat grinder of the NCHC, hosting Omaha. We'll be with you Friday at 7:30, Saturday at 7 for that 2-game series. Sandwiched in between the 2 men's games, it's a women's WCHA matchup between North Dakota and St. Cloud State Saturday at 2. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for North Dakota Hockey with Dave Haxel.